TBTL.
Hi there, welcome to another edition of Hey Dummies. This is the newsletter video where we, the dummies, answer your questions. It's Luke. I'm in New York City this week, and I just realized that I actually don't need this microphone. I don't think. I was just recording TBTL with Andrew and was thinking that I needed those headphones and that microphone. I don't think I do. So we can put that away. But if you're curious what it looks like ever when I'm doing the show from a place like here in New York, it's like this, and got my little show sheet written down on the stationery here in the hotel. I hope anyway that microphone is superfluous. Let's just talk. Let's just rap, folks. You and me. The other thing I realized is that I did not bring my hair stuff here to to New York, and I didn't realize this because when I got here and I went to my TV shoot, I was overnighting on the plane and I didn't need my hair gunk, or at least I didn't get a chance to shower and reset this whole situation. So what you are looking at is 3 days of my hair, including an entire night's sleep and none of my little like pomade that I put in there. So I'm just going to be real with you. This is not my best look. I'm not in my best era, but I am in the mood to answer a listener question. Of course, this is where you get to ask us, the dummies, a question. This week, it's from listener Laura, who asks, have you ever experienced a serious weather event like a tornado, earthquake, or hurricane? Laura, yes, I have. I have experienced an earthquake. It was the Nisqually earthquake in Seattle. So this would have been maybe early 2000s. I remember I was working as a producer at KUOW Radio in Seattle. And I remember it was what I consider the new building, which has probably been their building for 25 years now. But I remember that I was walking to go to the printer to pick something up, because there's nothing I love more than printing things out. You know that if you listen to the show. And the whole building started rocking and rolling. And I think my response was to get under a desk, because I had learned that in grade school. And I got under the desk. And I remember thinking maybe this was the big one, because we always hear that in the Northwest, and being quite relieved when it finally calmed down. And that was a pretty miraculous thing, because nobody was killed, even though it was a pretty intense quake for a pretty populated place. But amazingly, everybody made it out okay, including me. And then there was another time there was an earthquake when I was in the dormitories at the University of Washington. I remember standing in a doorway for that. And then I've actually done TBTL through an earthquake recently. I was doing TBTL in Los Angeles at the Mondrian Hotel, and apparently there was an earthquake, and I didn't know it because I was so engrossed in talking to Andrew Walsh. Other extreme weather things, well, I've been in a couple of hurricanes because I was in Miami working for NPR, and the main job down there during certain parts of the year is to cover hurricanes. And there was a hurricane that came in. I want to say it was Hurricane Wilbur. Was that a hurricane? There was a hurricane that I was going to cover in Alabama, and this is a pretty famous story on the show, but I also had my daughter with me for the summer, and my sister, Rachel, was going to show up and kind of help nanny for me, but she was in high school, so she was still in school, and there was a hurricane that came way earlier than anyone was expecting, and I tried to secretly fly my child to the hurricane. My boss in DC found out and was very mad at me when I landed in Alabama with my daughter at the hurricane, and then said, "You're not allowed to cover the hurricane." Now here's what happened. We just ended up staying in a hotel and riding out the hurricane in Mobile, Alabama. So we were still in the hurricane. It didn't really help, but we made it through okay, and it was pretty intense, I have to say. So those are my two extreme weather, or extreme, I don't know what you call those, earth events that I have been through, I hope that that's it for me. That was enough. I'm all good on that. And I'm sure many of our listeners and viewers of this video are also all good on natural disasters of late. So if you're watching this video, I hope you're doing okay and you've been making it through what's been going on of late. We hope that you will also send us lots of questions for the Hey Dummies, because we love answering questions and we're getting a little thin. So email Andrew at tbtl.net, put Hey Dummies in the subject line, and we will answer those questions, I promise, next time with my hair more stylish. I don't know what's going on with this. Yeah, it's not good. I apologize. And we'll see you next week for the next newsletter. Thanks for being part of TBTL. Thanks for subscribing to the newsletter. And thanks for asking me, a dummy, a question.